ass headphones though.
Man, what's cracking, everybody? We're back with another episode of What's the Word on Wednesdays on the dopest motherfucking platform on YouTube, American CHOLO. Y'all already know it's your host with the most, dope boy Tony. I got my boys with me again today. We got Frankie in the building.
Yo, what's cracking? What's the deal? Happy meal?
Got my boy Ronnie in the building today as well. Shit, hell yeah, we about to give y'all another dope episode. And today we got a fourth person at the table, man. You know, he's been in the building a few times already, but he's making his debut on What's the Word? Shit, on the platform. You already know what it is. My boy, go ahead and present yourself to the people. Let them know what's up.
All right, what's up, y'all? My name's Anthony, a.k.a. The Philosopher. Just came to chime in real quick, see what y'all on.
There we go, man. Y'all hear the philosophy. We about to have a lot of philosophies up in here, man.
Come on,
Oh,
man.
yeah,
That's
oh, yeah.
right.
That's what we need, huh? Man, but shit, I hope I hope everybody that's watching had a really good weekend, a solid weekend. I had a pretty shitty weekend, and this for one reason, and that's the fucking Niners won, dog. You know, and I was like, oh, man, damn, nothing breaks my heart more than that. Gee, nah, but for real, you know, it was a cool weekend for football. I mean, I'm glad we got to see some good games, except for the Ravens. I mean, I don't know what Lamar Jackson was out there doing. I don't know.
Homie choked.
That fool, I don't know what kind of
Bro.
game he was playing, G, but he wasn't
All
trying to
bad.
win that game for sure. But man, what was your guys' opinions? If you guys watched the game, you know, what was your guys' opinions on those two games?
Man, let me start with the Ravens game, bro, right? That was
Yeah.
a game that, Baltimore had all the momentum. They were playing the best football towards the end of the season. Really championship grit showed, right? Kansas City's been there. They've been to the big show. They've been under the big lights. So I really think it was at the end of the day, it was like Mahomes versus Lamar. And Mahomes is a class act when it comes to, dealing with the pressure. So,
Yeah.
and then, I feel like Andy Reid really, did his coaching thing, bro. Like, I think he really outcoached, the other side. So I felt like, you really saw that championship, grit come out from Kansas City.
I feel it.
And then the Niners got carried by everybody not named Brock Purdy. So, they have a great squad. They have a great running game, a great defense. Obviously, Deebo Samuel is a beast. He's a monster. But, man, Detroit choked that. They gave away that game, bro. Like, how you up 24-7, right, in the first, and come back and lay a goose egg in the second half, right?
Yeah.
They definitely can't do that against Kansas City. You give up 24 points against Kansas City, like they're running you out the building.
100%.
But it's just gonna be good to see them back and forth. I got Taylor. They're saying that this is the Taylor Swift versus the E40 Super Bowl.
Taylor Swift versus E40. Damn, who you rocking with there?
I'm a Swiftie, G. I'm gonna have to rock with Taylor Swift.
Blue for or which
Can't
one?
rock with the Niners on. Fuck.
Nah, Chales.
What about you, Ronnie? You watched the games?
Nah, I didn't watch the games, but my fucking cousin let me know that the fucking Niners.
Oh, yeah, he texted me too,
they're headed
dog.
to the fucking bowl. But I just hope that they end up like the Bills and they just keep losing. You feel me? Because I don't want to. I can't imagine the rest of the year with this fool talking shit, dog.
I feel it.
I can't.
Nah, hell yeah. That's one of the main reasons to me is like, especially being a Ram fan, dog. Like, I talked all my shit when we won. I know I damn well did. So I'm scared, fool. Like, I'm like, damn, dog. Like, I'm gonna have to hear it from. I know so many Niner fans, fool. Like, it's ridiculous. And then the internet, fool. Like, when people like, people who are tapped in right now, I get messages like, man, fuck the Rams. Like, I was watching you on American Cholo. Fuck the Rams. Go Niners. Blah blah blah. I'm gonna have a fucking DMs flooded in shit. What about you, my boy? You tapped into the games or not?
Man, to be real, bro, I don't really watch too many sports like that. I really just stick to fighting.
Okay, yeah.
Like kickboxing, a little bit of boxing, MMA.
Okay,
That's
I feel
more
it.
my speed.
Hell yeah, there was a fight. What was it? 2 weekends ago.
Yeah.
What was it?
Strickland and
Strickland. Yeah.
that one dude. I can't remember.
I
his
heard a
name,
lot of
but
people
yeah.
were disappointed with that, right? The outcome of that fight.
I mean, to be real, it could have went either way, bro. Like the first 2 rounds for sure went to Strickland. The next 2 went to the old boy, and then the third one, it was kind of 50-50, man. But I think Strickland should have won that. Old boy's face was beat up, bro. He looked like the elephant man.
Yeah, that was crazy, bro. He fucking. I mean, I saw like part of the fight. I didn't get to watch the whole thing, but seeing how cut up that fool got.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I can't really take away from the fact that the other homie won
Yeah.
the fight, But it seemed pretty even, and I think a lot of people's opinion was that that since it was really even, they expected Strickland, he was the title holder, correct, to just kind of run away with it.
Yeah.
And that just wasn't the case, man. But Shit, bro. What about you? Did you see that fight?
Nah, I didn't have an opportunity to watch it, but I
No.
heard some of the same. Watching kind of the highlights to the fight, right? Like
Yeah.
the UFC is becoming like boxing, where
Yep.
it's like round by round.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
like UFC fighters, or I guess the MMA fan doesn't understand. Like you can't. It's a collection of rounds, right? You
Mhm.
can still lose you can win the fight, but lose multiple rounds, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So it's uh, usually you give it to the champ, right? Like you
Yep.
really have to take it from the champ.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But it's money's involved. Like it's the UFC is really becoming boxing now. Like there's a whole drama situation on that, right? Like I think it's better in their business interest to like have some of these storylines playing. So
Yeah.
I feel like it's more of a business decision to say the least.
I feel it. And I saw there was in terms of boxing, there was a fight that we're supposed to expect, which is Rolly versus Pitbull, right?
Yeah.
How do y'all feel about that, man? I'm excited for that fight. I think that's a really solid fight, bro. They're both. I mean, well, Rolly, I'm much younger, correct?
Yeah.
But they're both dogs, bro. They're both, trying to still make a really solidifying name more than they already have. Who you got there, bro?
Man, that's a tough one, right? Because
Yeah, definitely.
Rolly, like as annoying as he can be, right? And as high pitched as his voice is, like bro's a dog. Like he's a live dog. Like he has all the skill sets to be really, really good, right? Definitely commands the ring well, has good speed, has definitely heavy hands, right? But Isaac's been in there with people like Gervonta. His resume speaks for itself.
Yeah.
He's been in there with live dogs, and he's been in there with like arguably one of the best in the world, right? Gervonta Davis.
Yeah.
And he gave him everything he could handle. So I don't expect it to be an easy fight, to say the least. My heart says Isaac, but how things happen in boxing, like it makes more sense for Rollies to win, right? And then having Rollies face somebody like a Ryan Garcia, right? And kind of making that fight happen. So my heart's going with Isaac because he's a live dog, and he's definitely they call him a pit bull for for a reason.
Yeah.
But I could see it going either way.
Okay. For sure. What do you think you got on that fight, bro?
No, I think he hit the nail on the head
Yeah.
right there, man. Like, I think Pitbull got it all day.
Yeah.
But boxing, man, I don't even put money on boxing, bro. It's just too much politics, and storylines really fit in well when it comes to boxing, man. So, like what he's saying about Ryan Garcia, I see that all day, unfortunately. But yeah, I think in a normal situation without all the politics and money being involved, I put it on Pitbull all day.
I feel it.
Yeah.
Okay. And since we're on the topic of boxing, who y'all think is the best boxer of all time? Just straight up. Just who do you think? And it's always cool to like get into this because like it's crazy how different people's opinions are when it comes to like generation and age, bro. And I mean, we're not all too much different here in the age range, but there's a gap. Who do you got, bro?
That's tough, man, because I like old school boxing a lot more. These new boxers, there's just not much. To be honest, ever since like Klitschko was the only heavyweight champion forever, I just tapped out after that. There was really nothing going on. Record wise, I mean, like, yeah, you have your Mayweather there, who's fought pretty much everybody. But I wouldn't put it on him. Tank's real nice though, man. When you look at his record, when you look at how much he throws, how much he doesn't get hit, currently in today's era, I got Tank all day. But I'm not impressed with anything out there right now.
I feel you. Well, for me, I mean, I know a lot of people will probably like, man, what the hell? But honestly, I personally think Mayweather's probably the best boxer I've seen. Cause, I mean, just like his way of boxing, his style to me is just super smooth, bro. I know people are like, oh, he's kind of like a bitch or he runs too much, But I mean, I think it's solid. It's a solid style, bro. He's fast. I give him a lot of style points, which I know shouldn't matter in boxing, but the record speaks for itself.
Yeah.
Even though I know some of them were kind of like some of those matches were kind of like toss-ups.
It's a lot of
But but for me, that's him. And then, but right now, just dominating the game, obviously Canelo. And it's dope to see fucking Raza out there
Big cinnamon.
really running shit in this boxing game.
That's right.
Nah,
Hey, but if the homie Ronnie over here keeps doing his burpees, dog,
Hey,
I
fool,
don't
might
know.
be me,
I
G.
know,
It
fool.
Might be,
Dog.
bro.
Might be the one.
You never know.
But to add to what you're saying, right? Like I understand like the Floyd hate, right? Like Money May, definitely a defensive style, but Pretty Boy Floyd was a dog.
Yes, sir.
Bro,
Yeah.
if
Yes,
you
sir.
really love boxing and go back
Yeah.
and really see like his early in his career, like he was knocking everybody out.
Yep.
He was a knockout
Yeah.
artist.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he hurt his hands. He broke his hands multiple times and really had to change his style.
Yep.
So I love Floyd. Floyd for me, like to answer your question, is definitely in my top 5. It's hard for me to just pick one. You know, that's my joint, right?
Oh yeah, of course.
Been
Of course.
boxing forever. Have a lot of homies who are professionals. You know, shout out to everybody from Santana, LA, the Valley, right?
Yeah.
But to kind of put it all together, it would be really hard to make that determination.
Yeah.
But a couple fighters like you just said, like Floyd's one of them to be able to change his style. Like a lot of people sleep on Oscar.
Oh yeah.
Oscar fought everybody, bro.
Yeah.
Oscar came out.
Oscar De La Hoya.
Oscar De La Hoya.
okay.
Hold down, homie.
He fought everybody.
Yeah,
And
he did.
yeah, but he fought everybody, bro.
Yeah.
Hopkins put it on him. I
Yeah,
remember that.
but he came out and he fought everybody. Like, yeah,
Yeah,
Ali,
Muhammad
Ali's
bro.
definitely
That's my guy right there.
Ali is definitely for the culture to say the least, right? But
Yeah.
you have people like Julio Cesar Chavez and
Yes,
Salvador
sir.
Sanchez and
Triple
you have
G.
Triple G, you have
Yeah.
Canelo, you have Floyd, you have Sugar Ray Leonard, you have Roberto Duran. Like
Yeah.
the list goes on and on. It just depends what era you're born in. But right now,
Can't forget Tyson either.
Tyson,
Yeah.
Nello.
Yeah.
Hey, but Nello needs to run that fade with Jaime Munguia or
Benavides.
the
Benavides.
Mexican
Benavides.
monster Benavides.
Damn,
Because-
dog. I think
nasty.
he's throwing both of them out. To be honest with you, I know it won't be easy, but I think I could see Canelo stomping both them out. Mungia's a dog, though. I fuck with Mungia. That fool's he's from TJ, right? He from Tijuana?
Yeah, from Tijuana.
Yeah. That dude's a dog. I saw him fight at when Alexis Rocha was on his card at the fucking Honda Center.
At the Honda Center.
yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, what a fight, dog. That was such a good fight.
Well, he just stopped Ryder, so
Yep.
they're in talks. Well, everybody's talking about Canelo Munguia now, but I feel like if Canelo don't take, I agree with what me and Frank have been talking about. Like if Canelo don't take the fight with Benavides this year, I don't think he's gonna get it.
Nah.
Oh yeah, no, he's. I mean, obviously, he's getting old. He's only gonna get older. You know,
Yeah.
Benavides is still in his little prime years and shit. So, but I think Canelo whooped them fools.
Nello has all the skills, bro. Nello has the defensive skills. Nello has the hand speed. Nello has the power.
Hell yeah.
Nello has the experience, right? So it's really hard to say, like, during the biggest lights, like, how you're going to react. Because, man, I've been around a lot of professionals. And when you're coming out that tunnel and you're getting mitted right before you walk out, like, everybody's scared.
Yep.
Everybody's nervous. Everybody has butterflies in their stomach.
Yep.
Yeah.
And there's really something about being at the highest level and being in the biggest fights that it's really between the ears, bro. Like boxing is more mental than it is physical.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Because if you can't handle that kind of pressure, bro, like you're gonna crumble.
I
You're
feel
gonna
it.
fumble the bag
Yeah.
for sure.
Oh yeah, Ronnie, I got a question for you, G. You getting in the ring with Canelo for 100 racks or not?
100 racks? Fuck no, fool. You gotta give me a bigger bag than that. dog.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm not mad at that.
I mean, nah, dog.
That might not cover the medical
nah,
bill.
That's not gonna cover the medical bills, fool. Fuck. Give me
What's it gonna take for you to get in the ring with you?
fuck. Give me like 50 M's, fool. I'll let him knock me out.
Damn, dog.
Oh, I'm caritas, fool.
But they got.
He puts it on me for it's a rap.
You
You feel me, dog? Shit, dog.
No,
Damn, 50 mil. Damn,
Ah,
that's
yeah,
crazy,
I
G.
mean, shit, health is wealth, my boy. You feel me? After
Yeah,
the fight with Nello, I
fuck.
don't know if I'm gonna be right again, fool. I might end
you
up-
might not get that fight for 50 mil then, dog.
Nah, I probably won't, dog. 100 bands though, maybe take a hit with the bodysuit on.
I was gonna say the real question is how long do we got to be in there for?
Okay, let's
A
say
round, one round,
Damn.
nah,
Damn,
chill.
G, chill.
Nah. I mean, until as long as you can go until you get laid out.
Nah, if anything, fool, we can have a burpee competition, dog. And you feel me?
You got him on there?
Got him, fool.
Yeah.
I got him,
Yeah, I
G.
got Ronnie on the
I'll
burpees.
put a rack on you. Fool.
Yeah.
My boy,
I think
he's
I got him.
you gonna double up on that real quick.
Damn. But what's up? Let's get to some topics, man. I know we all kind of were looking at different topics. We kind of threw my boy in the mix, kind of out of nowhere, but fuck it, we gonna have a good episode. One of the things that I saw, bro, that I sent you guys was what Cali's trying to do, bro, with cars. They trying to do the new cars to not go more than 10 miles per hour, I believe.
What the?
10 over the speed limit, right?
Yeah. Yeah, 10 miles per hour over the speed limit.
Nah, dog.
That's
How do y'all
crazy,
feel about
son.
that, bro? Especially like in areas like LA, you know, I mean, I know
shit.
he from out here from the valley, we're from Orange County, but we come out here all the time for work or different things. Like, how does that look for us, bro? Like, if you know something like that were to go through.
It's not.
Nah,
Nah.
nah.
It's you think about it from like a logical sense. How feasible is that, bro? Like you're talking about like only the cars in California are gonna have a special chip, right? Like, come on,
Yeah.
bro. I'm gonna take a page out of Gil's book, right? I'm like, this is a distraction for something else, bro.
Sir.
Like you're over here causing all these headlines just to distract the people from something else that you're trying to slide through, right?
Yes, sir.
Being with the homie Ronnie and kind of seeing how the political landscape works, man. They introduce bills just to get everybody like us talking about it, right? And they want to slide whatever other bill that
Yep.
you know really fucks us over, right? That really has an effect on our daily lives. But we're too worried about talking about the headlines of like, hey, they want to cap cars at 10 miles over the speed limit. I'm like, bro, like, you know how impossible that's gonna be. You know how hard that's gonna be.
That's true. They're trying to distract us from Ronnie's burpee competition with Canelo. dog.
Right,
It's
homie?
over with.
Yeah, fool.
You guys can run it. Just recently, they passed a new thing where women can transgenders. Can
Oh yeah.
Wait, what?
Let's talk about
Oh,
that. So
yeah.
yeah, they
Wait,
just
what?
passed a thing. So they're allowing men who transition to women or call themselves women allowed to compete against professionally compete against women boxers who are
Nah, dog.
like natural born women.
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
Damn,
Why would they
fool.
do that, fool?
Well, you know, like how dangerous that is. Like,
yeah. I mean,
dog,
if
for
any, if,
like,
if any other sports indicator, right? Like we already see those stories where like a man transitions to a woman that was in whatever sport, they were mediocre at that sport, transition
Mhm.
to the woman's side, and then become champions.
Just kill it.
Like
Yeah,
now you want to do like full on combat?
Nah, it's ridiculous. Well,
Like-
you had Fallon Fox who was already doing that. She was, or you know, however you want to do that. Fallon Fox literally cracked a bunch of women's skulls open in a fight.
damn.
You know what I mean? So you had the dude that transitioned. He was a terrible swimmer. You have that one dude that transitioned in bodybuilding. He wasn't even making any numbers, bro. And the moment they transition, like Ronnie's saying, they just shit on all the competition, bro.
Well, yeah, of course, you know, because I mean, you know, it's not you don't got to be a genius to realize that men, you know, naturally a lot of us are a lot stronger than you know most women, and you know I mean, I feel like the sports, the competition, it kind of speaks for itself. You know, like the leagues are much bigger. You know, the competition is a lot different, and it sucks, bro, because you know it's dope to see leagues like let's say the WNBA, bro. It's growing.
Yeah.
It's growing at a rapid pace, like a
Facts.
rapid pace. A lot of people are starting to tap in, but what all is gonna take a bunch of fools that couldn't make they couldn't get out the G League to be like, you know what, I'm gonna just fucking transition just so I can ball out over here and just ruin it all, you know?
Yep.
Like imagine LeBron putting on a wig and fucking being like, oh,
But
I'm
Sick
LeBron
ass fool.
now. Like I play for the
LeBron-
Sparks. Like I can't win shit with the Lakers. I'm gonna just join the Sparks
Yeah.
Oh,
and I'm gonna drop
nah.
80 a night
I
and
I
you know
see a
just
Clipper doing that, but I don't know about LeBron G.
oh come on, dog.
For real, G, for real.
LeBron done already changed too many
Come on,
teams,
G,
dog.
come on.
The last step of his
Dog.
career is gonna be joining WNBA for
The
the,
big
the
reveal,
Sparks.
The big reveal,
Wow,
G.
dog.
Now, I guess what I really wanted to add there from like a boxing perspective is in boxing, bro, you have an average of 12 boxers that die a year
Yep.
from just
Oh,
boxing
shit.
competitions. Yeah, it's one of the most deadly sports in the world.
Yeah, of
Play,
course.
you don't play boxing, G.
You don't play boxing. And now you're talking about transitioning like natural men, born men, right? With biology and testosterone and all that is in their advantage to a combat sport that 12 people on average a year already die from, right? And these are, you know, men that are pit with other men.
Yeah.
And now you're going to put a individual that has a biological advantage against these females. Like, nah, bro. Like I that's one thing I definitely do not condone at all whatsoever.
Nah.
Because
No,
you're putting people's lives in danger.
Exactly, bro. That's super dangerous. I don't think anybody should condone it. You know, I think a lot of the athletes, like female boxers, they just need to just fucking, you know, really step up and be like, hell no. Like, you know, like I don't know what's gonna happen or what needs to happen, but something needs to like stop that shit from happening
Well-
because it's starting to become like, or they're trying to make it too common, bro. Like,
Yeah.
bro, like that shit ain't normal. You
Well,
know,
yeah.
like that should not be cool. That shouldn't be allowed. Like you just can't. You don't throw a fucking a fucking 8-year-old in a fucking high school varsity game, dog, and expect and think it's
Joanna
fair, you know?
Yeah. No, facts. That's
That's
God
Joanna man.
that's
right
foretelling for sure. That's foreshadowing. Like palabrita.
I mean, to be honest, bro, if you want to do all that, you should just create a trans league and let them, if they want to take that risk,
There you
yeah,
go.
then do you.
And that
Yeah,
that sounds
you
like
know
a
what I mean?
bag, dog.
Yeah,
Whole other
hell
category,
yeah.
That
G.
sounds like a bag. That
Hey,
sounds
bro,
like
China will be on it.
All the bet books gonna go up, G. Whole
Easy,
nother-
bro.
Come on, dog.
Hey, but you're gonna be like the ring girl, but instead you just the burpee guy.
Yeah.
Hop up in there, hit some burpees.
Oiled up.
Yeah, get it popping. Yeah, oil.
Sick guy.
Sick
Come on,
ass
bro.
fool, bro.
You already thought about it, huh?
Hey,
bro.
if the bag is right, fool, I'm down, G.
Hey, you like a challenge though, bro? It's hard to do burpees all oiled up like that.
Hey, man.
Oh man, but damn, yeah, that was a good, thing to bring up, Gil, cause fuck that is some bullshit,
Yeah.
and like we said, not just for boxing, all sports, but mainly something like that is physical and a combat sport. Man, something else I seen though, bro, was a fucking Coachella, bro. I seen their ticket sales are like at the lowest for like the past since they started, I think 10, 14 years. I don't know how long it's been, but why y'all think that is, bro? Coachella was fucking just fell off.
That
Fools are
shit
broke.
flooded. Yeah.
Fools are broke.
Fools are broke, dog.
Inflation. Yeah. Facts. Hey, it's expensive going to Coachella, dog. I've been 2 years in a row. Last year and the year before.
Damn.
It's expensive going out there. And if the lineup ain't right, then no one wants to really go out there like that.
Well, you seen what happened last year when that shit flooded out. Yeah, my neighbor was there, bro. He had to pay for like a helicopter to come pick a bunch of people up. To slide them through.
damn, what the
Yeah.
fuck? Like I got water like flooded out.
Yeah, bro. Like it was a big ass rain and shit.
How you talking about Burning Man, fool?
Oh shit, you're right. Fuck.
that was
Yeah, ignore me.
Yeah.
I don't go to both neither of them shit.
I don't go to no festivals.
Yeah, nah.
Nah, but you said you went to 2 of them.
Yeah, I just think the
Yeah.
lineup is fucking boof. Like I
Yeah.
saw a lineup, I was like, I'll probably see a couple artists on this one, but
Fuck all that.
that is expensive and it's just not what it was, man. Like the experience used to be you would want to go and see these artists, and it was just like back to back artists that you would want to go see. And
Who's
stage
like-
out.
Who's even the dopest artist they got this year?
Fucking Peso Pluma? In
Oh,
my
that's fire.
opinion, Peso Pluma, and they got I think Santa Fe Clan on there too.
Oh, that's
Oh,
fire.
no shit.
Santa Fe
Shout out.
Clan.
That's
Yeah.
That's
wild.
dope. So
That's
2
my
dope
favorite.
artists.
That's really it.
Is this the first time they got like 2 Mexican artists on like big fucking lineup like that?
Yeah, I think
like
Peso
well, at least for
Pluma.
Coachella.
Yeah, Peso Pluma is I think co-headlining the first day of the festival on both weekends.
Damn, that's crazy. I guess people not really fucking with just going out there and getting Let's see. We got Gil pulling up the
Damn.
tickets up here.
I mean, it's
General
$400.
admission.
Weekend too.
Oh,
shit.
Almost a
Damn.
bando, bro.
It's a
That's
band.
crazy.
It's
So that's $549 for one weekend, right? And
yeah,
then the second weekend you have to pay another $549. Yeah, so it's
It's a
easily
band.
over 1,000.
General.
Yeah, that's just the general admission.
And that's like you walking fucking.
Oh, that's just the
20
that's the
miles a
general
day type
admission, and then
shit.
there's a general
Fuck
admission
all
with the
that.
shuttle. Damn, that's crazy, dog.
Nah, son.
And what you really paying just? I mean, fools paid just to go over there and
Fuck
get
that
mollied
shit.
out,
Yeah,
ecstasy
no,
out.
that's
it's a
it.
vibe. It's a
Just a
vibe. but nah, man. Unless you're doing VIP or like artist passes, and you got like the safari thing to golf cart from stage to stage, it's not worth it, dog.
Nah,
Yeah.
you sliding past sweaty, high ass motherfuckers.
Bro.
Were you out there on any psychedelics?
Oh fuck yeah, man. I was out
Fuck
there.
yeah.
I was on shrooms, bro. Took a little bit of fucking acid, dog. You know,
Damn. What's that experience like? Cause I've never done no psychedelics.
shit, it's lovely, dog.
Yeah, it's cool.
For real.
You recommend it?
I recommend, man. Hey, if you're going through some shit, you need to do some healing, man. Eat a fucking handful of shrooms and talk to me afterward. You feel me? But you gotta have some good
Damn,
people
I need to
around
try it
you.
then.
I was gonna say, be careful with that one, bro. It might make your problems worse if you're having a bad trip.
If you have a bad trip, you gotta be in a good mental space to do the
Yeah.
psychedelics. That's for sure.
But see, you just said if we having a bad day though.
damn.
If you're going through some shit and you set some intentions and like you wanna get some answers or some clarity,
Yeah.
I would recommend it, Doug.
Okay.
It's helped me out for
Okay.
sure.
So we got right here what the Coachella ticket prices from 2012 to 2024. Damn, so they used to be what? $300, bro.
Inflation, G.
Damn inflation.
God damn.
Joe Byron, homie.
But
But Snoop and Dre.
but Snoop and Dre. Nah, you're absolutely right.
$300, and then wait, 2014 was 765.
They was on one.
Is it?
They was on one. That must have been a
So
crazy
the-
lineup.
Yeah, that must have
Yeah.
been a
Crazy
crazy,
lineup,
ass
for real.
lineup, bro.
They had.
So it started going up, then it went back down. Damn, that's crazy. And now,
Guns N'
yeah,
Roses.
There
for
you go.
real. Now they up at 746. That's crazy. So I'm assuming nobody here's paying 746 to go to
Hell
Coachella.
Fuck no.
Hell
Nah, bro.
It's nobody wants to wait like 2 days for a beer, bro.
Nah.
Like, have
And
you
then
been
pay
to the
$50 for the beer.
like you been to these festivals? Like the experience is dog shit.
Yeah.
Like for the common consumer,
for
bro.
GA is not it.
Yo,
Yeah.
you're waiting in hours for food, for
Or sleeping
the-
in a tent right next to the grounds. Fuck
Yeah,
all
you can see all that shit in downtown LA for free.
shit.
You know what I'm saying?
You got access to all the drugs for free. It's not for free, but you got access to all that shit too, huh?
Hey, man, you walk in the right tent, it might be for free.
Nah, man, but fuck, they got Rolling Loud coming up too, right? Or did it pass?
Nah, it's coming up.
It's coming
Coming
up, and that lineup looks pretty dope, though, right? I think I seen it was like J.O.P. I mean, Fuerza Regida was on it. Is Peso Pluma on it?
I think Junior H.
Junior H is on it.
Sad
I know
Boys
Chinito Pacas is on it.
Chinito Paca.
There's a lot of raza on it. I seen it, and I was like,
Yeah.
damn, that's
We're
fucking
taking
dope.
over, dog.
There
Come
you
on,
go.
dog. We're
Yeah, the
taking
game
over.
is
They gotta
changing,
start
bro.
catering to us, G.
Yeah, this is the era of the burpee, homie.
That's
Arrow of the burpee. What about that? You guys pull up to that or not?
I mean,
Rolling Loud?
Hell no.
Not if the prices are the
Hell
same.
no.
maybe the after party shit. Maybe.
Yeah. It's
Frank's like, I don't do
Low-key.
festivals, dog.
Frank's
Nah.
too old, fool. Frank can't be doing that shit,
Yeah,
dog.
nah, I don't like groups of people, bro. To be real,
like tons
I've done Rolling Loud. It's cool.
Yeah.
Too many people though.
it's just way too many folks, bro.
yeah, nah.
Like I'd rather go see those artists individually.
Yeah.
Like I'd rather
Yeah.
go to like a Fuerza Regida show or
Yeah,
go
those
see
are
Junior
hard.
H.
Those are hard.
I'd rather go there than to go see them in between a bunch of other artists that I don't really care about.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Because you go to these festivals, right? And unless like everybody's really hyped for this particular artist, like they act like you ain't shit. You go up there, you
Yup.
perform, and everybody's just chilling. And you're like, bro, like you know how hard it is to make the lineup, bro, and like to be in this position, but like everybody just dogs you out, bro. They're just like, you cool, you alright.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know, you're
And
like,
not even just that, bro, but there's usually like 4 or 5 stages that are spread apart, like a 15-20 minute walk. So half the time you're gonna be like, do I want to? Like, I went to one when Nip was there, right? And for me, that's the only thing I really give a fuck about seeing. But at the same time that Nip's doing something, oh boy might be over here that you want to see, you know. And you got to be like, hey, do I want to go see Nipsey right now and then fish through 1,000 fucking people, you know, sweating and shit, or do I want to go slide over here? Which one am I gonna miss? You know? So
Yeah.
I'd
Yeah,
much
I
rather
guess
do what you're
at
saying.
that point, it just comes down to like, who would you prefer to see when you can just, you know. But I know for the most part, a lot of these artists don't tour on their own like often,
yeah.
you know. So you catch them at festivals like this.
In the comments, just Long Beach Carlos is saying that when that prices were that high, it wasn't Tupac. I think the hologram.
Oh
was
shit, yeah.
Oh, okay, the hologram.
Yeah.
Yeah, the hologram. That was dope, dog.
I thought that was Taylor Swift's year.
Oh, that's this year, G.
Shit, I'll
The
be there.
Chiefs.
Chiefs, Super Bowl, G.
There we go. Yeah.
They're saying that fool's gonna propose if they win. Supposedly some
no.
shit.
Bro, his
Hey,
career's gonna
dog,
be
fool.
over, G.
Imagine though, like I feel like that's bullshit. Like as a teammate, like imagine like we just won the Super Bowl and then you go and propose and like just steal all the fucking attention away from like
The
what we
win?
just worked
Damn.
so hard
Dub?
for all
Low-key.
season, dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like I feel like he shouldn't. Fool.
You want to know
I
what's
would
even
feel the type
crazier?
of way.
Imagine being his wife. Like, damn, bro. that's how you gonna propose. You gotta catch the dub.
Damn, that's true.
Yeah, that ain't love.
Yeah, Taylor will be mad, huh? Fuck. How would you feel though? That was your teammate. That happens.
I socked that fool, dog.
Straight up. Some burpees for her?
Real quick, dog. I catch him in the parking lot, fool, real quick.
Yeah, hey, let's go outside.
You won't feel a little bit happy though. Like, you know what, the homie.
Nah, it's not the time or place, G.
Nah, I
right.
feel it, bro. Yeah, when I seen that, I was like, nah, there's no way. Like, it sounds cool, but it's like, nah, homie, like, we just worked so hard for this moment,
Yeah.
and you just stole it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
know?
second he's in
Yeah.
the shower, bro, the whole team's packing him out.
I was
Hey,
about
the
to say you.
NFL.
I was gonna say you gonna pack him out on his knee or wait for him to get up, but you gonna catch him in the shower, dog. What's up, bro? You gonna get all
Hey, all
oiled
habits die
up
hard,
for
G.
the.
All habits die hard, G.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm like, I can't blame Kelsey, bro. He's trying to get in his bag, bro. She's worth.
Oh, she's worth more than
Yeah,
the Chiefs,
yeah.
probably.
Oh,
She
Yeah.
got like,
Yep.
she got like
Easy.
She's
She
worth
got
more than
bread.
the Chiefs are.
her
Bread.
fucking leg insurance is like 100 M's, bro.
Yeah.
50 mil per leg or some shit
Hell
like
yeah.
that.
Can you imagine how much the NFL wants that to happen, though?
Oh yeah.
Like, how much revenue that shit would bring
Hey,
to them, bro? Like, people start finding out he's gonna do that, and or if they televise it or whatever. Like, dude, NFL get in their bag for that.
The Swifties don't play, dog. When
Nah,
she
they
was on
pulling
tour,
up.
bro, she was like boosting economy and cities and shit all
Straight
over the
up.
country, bro.
Straight
Yeah.
up.
Just because of her concert.
Yeah.
And there's a bunch of shit about that though, bro. There's like people saying that she won't even be at the Super Bowl supposedly because she's got like a tour date in Tokyo like the day before.
Damn.
But it's like
Damn.
she could just fly back
Yeah,
out.
we should take a
you
PJ
know?
straight to Vegas.
Yeah. Land on the fucking the field.
Yep.
Land on the moon, G.
Yeah, straight up.
That's
What we
that's
got up
facts.
here?
What she's worth, $1.1 billion.
Damn.
That's
Hey,
her.
dog.
God
Damn, marry
Hey,
her
nothing
yesterday.
major,
Married
dog.
now.
Yeah, I was about to say marry her yesterday, bro. Hey, but you know what? What if Swifty's the one who's like, hey, you gonna propose to me if you catch this dove? Like, get that shit straight, you know?
Hey, low key.
Low key.
true.
Low key.
She's running game.
She's running game on this food, dog.
Yeah, hey, fuck your team, bro.
Yeah, because I mean that'll just at the end of the day, all this attention it helps her too. You know, like
Facts.
it's just gonna bring revenue to her.
I was reading an article that because of Swifty's fucking relationship with Travis Kelsey, that she has provided like $335 million worth of like brand value
Yep.
to the NFL this season.
What the
That's
can imagine, dog.
crazy, bro. Because you talk about like now you have like the Swifties who are like watching NFL, right? Just to watch her interact with Kelsey, right? Because you know that's how rabid that fan
Yeah,
base
it's
is,
a
right?
fucking cult following, dog.
1,000%.
Yeah.
So you know you have these Kansas City games that are going through the charts when it comes to like ratings and whatnot because of of Taylor Swift, bro.
You think I'm like usually really against like sports rigging and shit, but you think there's some kind of like little something where they're like they kind of did their best to make that happen? Get Swifty
Shit.
all the way to the fucking Super Bowl.
Hey, man. I wouldn't put it past him, dog.
Nah.
If it make dollars, it makes sense, G.
You know, maybe
up.
break Lamar off like, hey, fool,
Hey,
just have your worst
hey,
game
yeah,
ever,
fool.
dog.
Yeah, don't trip, dog.
Hey, make
Yeah,
it
you
look.
don't
Hey,
fucking
just
trip
choke,
about it.
fool. Make it look like you choke, G.
Did
Hey.
Travis Kelsey increased jersey sales? Yesterday, Travis Kelsey was one of the
Dang.
top 5 selling NFL players and saw nearly 400% spike in the sales. Damn, dog. That is fucking crazy, dog.
Hey, fool, if the bag is right,
Yeah,
anything's possible,
Yeah.
G.
400%.
that's ridiculous.
Yeah,
that's
you gotta
ridiculous,
imagine
bro.
like all these little girls probably that like don't even care about football, but they get them
Now
a
love this
Travis
fool.
Kelsey
Yup.
jersey just to have it
Yup.
framed up or whatever with a
Sick
picture
ass
of them
bro.
together or some bullshit. Like fuck, I'll be pissed. Fool. Imagine like I'm a Rams fan, my daughter like is a Taylor Swift fan. All of a sudden she got a Travis Kelsey jersey in the house. Like, man, what are you doing? Like, that shit out of here.
Hey,
But damn, that's crazy. 400% is a lot. And I mean, like I was saying, even just for the organization itself, like that's huge because obviously they get paid for all that. All these little Swifty fans are fucking even if they're not buying Travis Kelsey shit, they're buying Chiefs gear,
Yup.
Facts.
Yep.
you know? Or probably, you know how you can customize a jersey? They probably got a jersey that says Swift on it. With
Some
like whatever
bullshit.
bullshit ass number on
Yeah.
the back.
Sick.
You know, like that's crazy, bro.
Hey, I'm gonna just throw this out there though, but Swifty's the feds, homie.
Hey man, I wouldn't
I'm-
doubt it.
I'm just saying, fool.
Hey, dog.
Yeah, she the man.
I wouldn't doubt it, man. Someone said Eminem was disrespecting the 49er fans, flipping them the bird. Good.
Damn.
That's my
Yeah.
dog right there, man. Shout out to Detroit, homies.
That's
That's
right.
right.
homie.
Hey,
That's
that fool said that he was promising the fan base that he will get the Lions to the Super Bowl next season.
The fuck?
Like, how the fuck you gonna do that, bro?
That don't
Marshall?
make no
Yeah.
sense. Yeah.
Marshall?
He said that.
Bro.
He said that in a tweet.
He's
He
gonna
was.
date one of the players like Swifty.
Hey,
I'm
hey,
like,
hey.
You're performing at
Yeah,
halftime,
he's gonna
G?
come
Yeah,
out
G.
with a fucking homosexual relationship with one of the
Hey,
Lions
dog.
players, dog, and they're gonna have him on TV all the time until they get to the Super Bowl. G.
Fuck it, dog.
Damn.
Yeah, he gonna have to. He gonna have to.
Imagine that. How do you even possibly like? How do you contribute? I mean, I'm sure you could probably, like, is there a fucking no? Because there's like a cap amount of cap space you can have as a team, so he can't just break bread. I don't think. I mean, I could be wrong. What do you guys think? You think he's like out here just trying to like be like, okay, here's 100 M's, go fucking buy some of the best players the league can provide?
I think you also talk about like his place in entertainment, right? And being able to like have people meet each other and cultivate these relationships, bro. Be like, man, I can put you in positions that you've never thought you could be, right? It's like Drake being an owner. You know, you talked about Drake and, you know, being an owner with the Raptors and having that effect where everybody wants to play for like the celebrity. Everybody's talking about like their careers like after football, right? So like if I could work for somebody like a Marshall Mathers, right? AKA Eminem, like it makes sense. Like it makes sense for a lot of people. You know, like there's a lot of NFL players who want to be rappers, who want to be artists, bro, who are rapping.
That's
who-
crazy, huh? Like usually, like it's weird how rappers want to be athletes and athletes want to be rappers.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Musicians want to be actors. Actors want to be musicians, bro.
It's crazy. It's crazy, but I mean, I guess it's all part of like the same. I mean, I don't know about sports and you know how close it is to the artistry or creativity, but like what he was saying about like acting and music, that really correlates. You know, kind of goes hand in hand. But like, it's weird to see that like sports, like how athletes want to be rappers and rappers want to be athletes. Like Snoop, bro. Like
Yeah.
Snoop just put out a movie where he was like supposedly like one of the best football players or some shit. He ended up becoming a coach or something like that. I don't know if you guys saw that,
Yeah.
but like he's always been involved with sports heavy like that.
Yeah, it is
You know, it's
little
crazy.
his junior league too.
Yeah.
And you also got to keep in mind, man, most of these sports, and it's all entertainment, right? But most of these sports and music, especially like raps and stuff like that, they're coming from like disenfranchised neighborhoods, right? So
Yeah.
you have a homie who he's real good at football, whatever, but he also could spit some bars.
That's true.
You know what I mean? And
Yeah, that's true.
if you ever grew up in the hood and all, you've acted enough. You've been in enough situations where you've had to play act a little bit. You know what I mean? So
That's true.
I think those worlds are pretty close as it is. You know, it's just some people are better at fucking catching a ball than spitting the bar.
That's facts. That's facts.
Facts.
I mean, we
Philosophy
got fools
101.
like what fool? What's his name? Damian Lillard. That fool be spitting some bars.
Facts.
I heard some of
Yeah.
his shit. I was like, okay,
Low key.
okay, this fool's got it. You
Yeah.
know.
Dame Dollar.
Yeah. Hey, those fools are low key trash though. I mean, I think so. The
Who?
Bucks.
The Bucks?
Yeah, I thought after they picked up Lillard, they were gonna look like fucking a god squad. But I mean, they're still good. But I mean, they just fired their head coach, bro. Like, it's not looking too well for them. You know, I thought they were gonna be dominating the league. They're not as bad as the Lakers though. You know, the Lakers are pretty ass.
Man.
Shots fired,
Let's
bro.
not start with the disrespect, G. 17, my G. 17 chips, boy.
Who
Come
can't
Nah, I'm just
headhunt
playing,
you?
man.
Hey, they win one game, fool, and then
All of a sudden.
all of a sudden,
One
G.
game, G. Go look at the last like fucking 10 seasons, my boy. We've been
All of a
whooping
sudden.
that ass.
Man, it's still nothing to show for it.
I know, you know, low key though, that sucks. I wish, you know, I want to shit bad. Hopefully, hey, I think this is our season though.
Nah.
That's what you said last year.
Nah, I didn't say that last year. Hell no. Hell no.
The
We
year-
actually look good this season. We look real good. Well, I mean, we've been looking good, but you know, come playoff time is sometimes a little rough. But you know, I think this time around, we got a pretty solid squad. Everybody is contributing to the team, bro. Everybody knows their role. Everybody's like, all right, I'm gonna like Westbrook came and said, you know what, I'm gonna just step back, come off the bench, instead of like letting that ego get the best of them. You know, I think we got it. They're gonna bring one home to LA. We got 4 LA babies, bro. They gotta bring one home. You'll be mad at that?
Nah.
Yeah, you would.
I ain't
fool.
gonna
I ain't gonna
Like,
Yeah, you would.
you know what? It's good for the city. It's definitely good for the city. It's good for, like, you know, every dog has their day, right?
Yeah.
It could show you could be a loser for forever and be able to turn it around, just like the Clippers did. So, you know, like,
Damn.
and then go back to being little
This
brother.
guy.
Like,
This fool. Damn, that's fucked up, dog. Nah, but I know y'all had some topics you guys wanted to bring up. I don't know if you guys want to share them or
You wanna
ask
start,
about
Frank?
them.
you want to start?
You can go ahead, fool.
Yeah, I think there's definitely one that is really prevalent that I really am super passionate about. There's a new study showing that the suicide rate amongst Latinos is at a record high,
Damn.
and more so now than any time in previous history. And this is not only affecting like Latino men, and it disproportionately affects Latino men or men in general, right?
Yeah.
But now really kind of honing in on like an ethnicity and a race. Like as Latinos, like we're talking about, you know, this on the last show, how we make the majority of like the population here in California. Gil was so you know, tuned in and said that, you know, by 2035, right, we're gonna make the majority as a minority in all of the United States.
That's right.
So for us to like really lead in all these things, right, is really concerning when it comes to like mental health, because we come from a toxic culture, bro.
Yeah.
We come from toxic masculinity. We talk about like, why you sad, fool? Like, why you crying, fool? Like, we come from
Pick your
that.
socks up.
Yeah, 100%. Like,
Do a burpee, G.
Yeah.
we come from that, right? Like, you're crying or you're sad or whatever, and your mom wants to give you a reason to be sad,
Yeah, that part.
and we don't normalize like having conversations about like what's going on, or our traumas, or what's happening. And unfortunately, like, you ask the homies, like, you good, bro? Like, you straight? Yeah, I'm straight. And then you hear about, oh boy, taking his own life.
Yep.
And I know plenty of folks have taken their own lives, and unfortunately, bro, like, they're not reaching out for help. They look exactly like everybody else. They look just fine and just normal. But like, we live in a culture that, like, as soon as you start talking about your feelings, or talking about like some of the stuff that you're going through, like, the homies really want to kind of break you down, bro.
Yeah.
And really want to say like, yo, man, like, oh, you gotta man up. You gotta stop being a bitch.
Hey,
And
being
That
like,
was
lame.
Latinx.
yeah, exactly, bro. But I'm like,
Shit.
I'm like, bro, but how are you gonna deal with like, yo, we come into we come into this world, right? Like, with the cards stacked against us, right? And like, for me, like, being a Chicano man here in in California, like, I don't fit here and I don't fit there. And unfortunately, like, you're dealing with all those pressures of like coming from an immigrant household, and coming from the areas that you're coming from, and like the trauma that you see growing up, bro. Having people pass away, people getting locked up, and your family's being torn apart. And that all has to do with like how your body really internalizes it and reacts to it. So like, of course, like, we're gonna have these kind of pandemic rates when it comes to suicide.
Yeah.
And it's really something that like we need to normalize, is at least having a conversation about.
I feel like too. I feel like it's not just. I know you said like in the Latin community. I feel like it's just kind of in general everywhere though.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't doubt if that's just like if suicide rates have just been up everywhere.
Yeah.
Like all communities. Um, like fuck. I mean, I know during 2020, fool. Like, I know a lot of people who heard about people that committed suicide, or
Yeah, man.
even the following year, just because it was just a really bad time for a lot of people, either financially, or people were just scared, dog. They didn't know what the fuck was gonna happen, and this whole fucking pandemic shit just fucking fucked with them too much that they just were like they couldn't handle it, dog. And but yeah, it is super unfortunate to see it happening more in our communities, because I mean, obviously, we want to do our best to protect our people and everything, but I think you hit it right on the head. The reasons that why we might see it more often, and the things that we're used to, and just men being men, dog.
Yeah.
We're just like that. We're just like, man, fuck it, homie. Like,
Yeah.
And to be
just
honest,
put up
dog,
with it,
like,
dog.
I think that shit probably climbed a lot since social media, man. Social media is like the fucking
Oh, I'm sure,
rude
especially
people.
with like teenagers.
yeah, man. It's just comparison, and then everybody's flexing. Nobody's being real. As a man, I don't think historically there's ever been a time where it's been comfortable being a man. You know what I mean? Because from the jump,
And it never will be.
when you were building the pyramids, it wasn't women doing that shit. When you're going to war against Genghis Khan and shit, that was men. When Rome was being built, that was men. The World War One, World War Two, that was men. I don't think it's ever been comfortable being a man. And then when you look at things like COVID, when you're the head of your household and you're being told that, like, fuck, bro, you might not have no work, and grandma's dying, this that, maybe that life insurance is the best way to provide for your kids. Maybe it's just too heavy and too much.
Yeah.
So it's a motherfucker, man. But yeah, I think that being a man has always had that struggle next to it.
No, 1000%, man. And everybody out there watching, if y'all ever fucking feel like y'all going through something, whatever, feel free to reach out to anybody on this table.
Yep.
Even if we could have a conversation, whatever it is. Just keep your heads up all the time.
No,
My boy
yeah.
Ronnie about to hit us with another
No, yeah.
topic right here, though.
No, yeah. Real quick before we segue, I just want to hit y'all with some
Okay.
quick little statistics, G.
Oh shit.
Okay.
You feel me? I'm a scholarly fool, G.
Sick ass.
Nah, so fucking Latino men, bro, we're two and a half times as likely to suffer from psychological distress compared to other populations. Obviously, it's like the stigma, right? Stigma, the taboo of seeking help, mental health, what it means to ask for help, right? I know as a man, for me, it's difficult to ask for help, especially when I'm going through it, dog. When I'm really going through it, dog, I'm not trying to ask nobody.
Nobody.
For nothing, dog.
Yeah,
I'm
dog.
barely
I
trying to
feel it,
speak.
fool.
I'd rather
Trust.
suffer in silence, G.
Straight up.
That's not the way it is, right? You gotta have a community and support system around you that you can talk to, man. And I mean, shit, for us, it's the 7th leading cause of death, bro. And the
Damn.
study that this was mentioning, it's boys, it's young boys, bro.
Damn.
Right? The increase is 94.9% between the ages of 10 and 12,
Damn.
right? And
What the
the
fuck?
method used to commit suicide was overwhelming, right? It was 76 to 85% hanging, strangulation, and suffocation, bro.
God damn.
So this is we're not talking just about men, and we're talking about young boys here, right?
Yeah, that's crazy,
That
man.
we've seen this increase in. So it's crazy, man, because we sweep it under the rug and we act like it's not happening, and it's leading to these numbers, which is fucking insane, bro.
Yeah. You know, it's a trip, man. Now that you say that, when I was like, I want to say 19, 20 years old, I used to wash dishes at a retirement center, right? And then the chef there, 2 of his sons actually worked there, right? Mexican, right? The youngest son had like the brightest fucking smile, bro. Always positive. Fucking hated that job, bro. And I worked in like the 5150 side of it, right? So it was always like a bad time. But when old boy would come around, bro, he just like brightened the room up. Like you almost waited for that little breath of fresh air, you know? Then one day he didn't come, and the pops was all sad and just crying at work. The brother too, and I'm like, damn, what happened? Oh boy was like 14, 15 years old, dog. He was just there because, his pop showed love and everybody was cool with him coming and, working every couple of days. He ended up hanging himself on the bunk bed with his church tie while his brother was getting ready for church, dog.
God damn.
Just a little boy too, and I'm telling you, you'll never know, man. The kid had like not even a fake smile, like a bright smile, dog, an aura, So yeah, I've heard of a few stories like that too, man. It's pretty fucked up.
Yeah, dog, that's fucked up.
Shit
And
ain't
it's always like that. You don't expect it. I mean, you'll never be able to like look at somebody. I mean, you could look at somebody and be like, damn, that fool looks like he's going through it.
Yeah, you hurt.
But you'll never really know like exactly what he's feeling
Yeah.
or exactly what's going on in his head. G.
Nah, facts. Check
Yeah.
on your peeps, man. Check on your peeps.
Straight up, check
Yeah.
on all your peoples.
Shit. Well, this other one it's not as heavy as this topic, but I know Frank was kicking it around earlier. There's a study that was released. 50% of women in a relationship have a backup.
Damn.
But I wouldn't doubt if it was more than that.
What you think about that?
I think, man, when you really look at it, bro, damn near every woman got a Rolodex waiting, fool.
Oh, facts.
You know what I mean? Like, if you ain't the first one, trust me, there's always that one. If you wasn't her first love, or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That dude's there somewhere, homie. And if it ain't
Somewhere.
you, better act right.
Unless you that vato. and,
Yeah,
like,
straight
you
up.
feel me?
Hey, man.
Yeah.
If you him,
If you Himothy,
I was about to say.
yeah. Oh
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, straight up. Hey, if you him, you ain't got nothing to worry about.
Wait, it's a high nine? That's what the study says?
Yeah, Hainas.
So a female.
50% of women in relationships have a backup dude ready to go.
Oh, backup. Oh, I thought a backup female.
My bad, y'all.
It could, it could be both.
Hey,
It could be
Shit,
both,
It
yeah.
could be
Yeah,
both.
yeah,
You
yeah.
never know, man.
Facts.
Shit.
Hey,
Shit, it could be all the fucking pronouns in the book, G.
straight up. Yeah. They, them little babies. Yeah,
Damn,
nah.
that's a crazy study though. You know what's crazy, bro? I saw the homie Bozo post something. I believe it was, I don't know if it was today or yesterday, but he said something about like if your girl like compares you too much to somebody,
Dang.
like she does, like that's kind of wrong because usually a girl when she loves you, bro, like if you're her everything,
Yeah.
like she see no flaws.
Not finna
You know,
compare
obviously
Yeah,
she's
you
not
got me
stupid.
fucked
Like
up.
she'll talk to you about things, but if you comparing me to somebody else, it's like for what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like if you in
That'd
love
be
with me
thick
and
as
you
hell.
got me, you shouldn't see all those flaws. You know, like it should be like we should work on this shit out.
Yeah.
So shout out to my boy Bozo for that one, man.
Shout out to
That was
Bozo.
some realest shit I seen, dog. I was like, damn, okay. You know, and that's crazy, bro.
No,
That's
they
a
say-
crazy statistic, dog.
What is it? Comparison is the thief of joy. And like, how are you comparing me? Who are
Facts.
you looking at?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You looking at somebody being like, I like this, that, then go find it. Don't waste your time with me, shit. If you here, I'm fucking with you. I ain't comparing you. You better be thick as a Brazilian if you coming at me like that. You know what I mean? Because if that ain't the vibe,
Your
Yeah,
credit score better be better than mine.
shit better be
shit.
boom. You better have a Jewish credit score and a Brazilian body. Because if not, I could compare you all day. Yeah, we could play that. But
Could play
we could play
comparison.
that. Trust me.
Facts.
Damn, that's crazy though, man. That sucks to see, you know, especially like I feel like when we come from like a certain household or certain eras, you know, we're like
Yeah.
we used to seeing something growing up
Certain
and then it's
traditions,
like,
you feel me?
and everything's just changing, dog. I blame social media for a lot of shit,
Straight
bro.
up.
You know, I feel like it's fucking just changes everybody's perspective of
Their
what.
perception of reality
Exactly,
is
dog.
fucking skewed, dog.
Straight up.
It's not it, my
Yeah.
boy.
Go smoke some DMT.
It gives people the perception that they have a choice.
Or
And-
that shit's accessible or attainable.
And one thing that we talk about all the time, me and this fool went yesterday. We went to go talk to the little homies at Coachella High School.
That's right. Shout out Coachella. Shout out to the Knights, G.
Shout out to Coachella High School. So we went to talk to the little homies, and the one thing that I really like to tell people, right, just in layman's terms, is the grass isn't greener on the other side. It's
Nah.
greener where you water it.
Yes, sir.
Facts.
Yes, sir.
And
Your
Doughboy,
thirsty ass.
Joe thirsty ass out
you
here,
know, Doughboy really mentioned that, like, having those conversations and really being real with your girl about, like, yo, like, you're not gonna be the perfect dude.
Yeah.
She's not gonna be the perfect person for you.
Yeah.
You guys have to work at it.
Yeah, you build.
It's relationships are hard, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you have to work in a relationship. It just doesn't happen overnight.
Facts.
So, like, everybody wants things to be like they see in the movies or they see on social media, but that's not the case, man. Like, a lot of those individuals, like, are just putting up their highlights, and
Yep.
like, those couples don't like each other, right? Like, you know, I hear a lot of comedians and a lot of people on social media talk about, you know, when you see those couples that post like everything that they do together, right, and how annoying that is.
Yeah.
Be like, nah, girl, like, I need you to post all the breakup stuff too, because I'm
Straight
too
up.
invested into this
Straight up.
relationship already. You feel me?
Go look at the Ace family.
Milton,
What's
This
up?
was
shout out to
Bozo's
Milton. That's
Big
right.
Milton, G.
when a woman
Balls.
is critical and criticizing her man, it's only because there's another man
Yes,
to
sir.
compare him to. When women are in love, they see no flaws.
Yeah.
Shout out my dog
Hey.
Bozo, man.
Shout
Yeah.
the fuck out, dog. Hey, vivan los tóxicos, dice el.
Straight
dice el
up.
camarada,
Viva
¿no?
los tóxicos.
Don't be a simp. Drop that female. Pick your socks up and go grab a bag, homie.
That's right.
There we go.
That's right.
Nah,
Hey, solitas caen, mijo.
Solitas, it's true.
Hey,
Yo,
but
But we were, you know, on that, like, we were having that conversation because I had that conversation. So Sundays we have a community boxing class.
Yes,
Right.
sir.
that's what's up.
So we have a lot of the little homies who just got out, the homies who are still on probation. Like, a lot of these fools still have their ankle monitors when they come into the
Still
boxing.
swimming, throwing haymakers.
Basically,
Yeah.
1,000%, right?
Burpees on point though.
But,
Hey,
you know, but, like, you know, we have a lot of these conversations where it's more than, for me, that is more than just boxing, right? And, you know, them getting a good workout. It's
Yeah.
us, like, really being able to connect. And,
Yep.
you know, they're 18 to 25, so they're, like, girl crazy. And that's all they want to do, like, go talk to females. And
they
blah-
just got out.
I was about to
fool.
say, fool,
just
they've been
got
nothing
out,
but
fool.
fools
nah,
around.
I get
Come
it.
on,
Nah,
dog.
I get it, right? But I'm like, but I want to give you the cheat code, right? I'm like, from, like, the,
And some rubbers.
yeah,
Relax.
that,
fool.
that get some rubbers,
My
number
boy.
one, right?
Yeah.
Number two, like, being this age and looking back and saying, man, I wish somebody would have told me this. I'm like, focus on yourself, bro.
Straight up.
Ignore them and focus on you, because it's really true what they say, que solitas caen, because they're going to see you happy and thriving, and they'll be like, hey, why is he so happy and thriving by himself? I need to go ruin that shit.
Cause I don't need you, girl. Oh, shit. Straight up. Straight up.
I gotta
Yeah.
get in there.
Come fuck it up.
Like,
yeah.
and that's the truth, right? It's
Yeah.
the truth, because no woman wants to be with a man that has no motion
Nope.
and has no drive. Like, if you're at home eating chips, have no drive, you're not at the gym, you're not programming, you're
Hey,
not doing
yo.
what you're supposed to be doing, you're not making feria, like, she don't want nothing to do with you,
Nah.
bro.
Straight up.
You
You
can't
could-
put nothing
I
on
don't
the
want no
table.
bum.
Vice versa, though. You
Yeah.
feel me?
Yeah, straight up.
Shit.
Exactly.
Straight up.
Have some
Yeah,
motion,
ain't no
too.
female sitting at home eating chips, all right?
Facts.
Doing nothing.
For all y'all eating hot Cheetos over there.
Yeah,
you feel me?
Takis and shit, bitch. Nah.
Facts. You know?
Motion is motion. I mean,
Yes,
nothing.
sir.
I mean, yeah, of course. Like, if you're in a relationship and your girl might be probably like, damn, that fool's got it, you know. But imagine when we could both say we both got it, you know. When we
Facts,
both walk in the room, it's not just like if we walk in the room and they see me and they might be like, oh, whatever, blah blah blah, and they're not just looking at you for your looks; they're looking at both of us because like how influential we
Yeah.
might be, you know. Like
Yeah.
we both want to
Some
be on
power
that same
couple,
fucking
G.
page, dog. Exactly, like some
Power
Beyonce, Jay Z
couple, G.
shit. You feel me?
Yeah,
Like,
dog.
that's
Facts,
just
too.
what
I
it
mean,
is.
it takes work, man. It takes work. It takes dedication. It takes compassion and grace, right?
That's
Accountability. All those things. All the hard shit that people don't want to do, right? All the work
Yeah.
that people just expect to fucking
Straight
happen on
up.
its own, right? So if y'all really trying to keep it real with your partner, that comparison shit is out the window.
Straight up.
You feel me?
Y'all better pick these dimes Ronnie dropping now.
You feel me? Little gem for y'all.
Hey, but you know what? Can I add something to what you were saying? You know what I really don't like, bro? And that shit gets on my nerves, bro. If you talking to some girl and she's just like dick riding 4 or 5 different celebrities every fucking day, it's like, oh, Peso Pluma, or whoever the fuck it is, bro. To me, that's almost the same thing as when a female is just comparing the shit out of you. Like, what do you want? First and foremost, Drake don't give a fuck about you. You know what I'm saying? You can stand in front of that dude all day. He ain't even looking at you no type of way, right? But all you really doing is sitting down and, like, just making your mans feel uncomfortable. You know, that's one of the other ones. Comparison, I'm out super quick. You over here all up on fucking YG and this and that. Especially if I don't look if I don't look like YG. Let's just say if you on Nip, YG, if it's Nip, it's all good, homie. That's that. You know, it's all good. Dog. It's all good, bro. You know what? Fine, fuck it. I would have let him slid anyways for you. But yeah, no, I don't like that shit neither, dog. That shit rubs me the wrong way. Like, you should be happy with what you got.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Your man should be your Nipsey. Your man should be your Tupac. You know what I mean? Your girl's supposed to be your Queen Bee, right?
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? But
There
that's
you
just my
go.
gripe.
100%. I know my boy Frank had another
Yeah.
little
you got
topic
Frank.
for us to discuss right here.
Man,
Shit.
and this one is for your financial fools,
Oh,
right?
shit.
Definitely
Financial food.
talking
Yeah,
about
your
the money in your
FFs.
pocket.
Got
there-
about $20.
Yeah.
got about 21.
22
So-
later.
So there was a new study talking about the highest barriers of ownership and what cities come in the top 5. And I'm gonna go from, like, the top one is LA. You got LA, Miami, New York, Irvine, and a city in Florida.
Fucking Irvine.
Irvine.
Yeah, that's crazy.
All the
And-
fucking Teslas in there right now.
All day, bro.
Fool.
The crazy fact about it is LA ranked as the city with the highest barrier to home ownership. It takes an average of 16 years for an average family in LA to save enough funds to be able to qualify for a conventional loan to buy a home.
What the fuck?
Why are you buying houses first of all, though, is what I want to know. You know what I mean? Rent your shit out, fool.
It's this topic for me is definitely personal, right? Because, you know, what me and Ronnie were really mentioning, you know, yesterday I had the opportunity to talk to the high school, right? And I slept on the couch till I was able to move out.
Yep.
So not having the space for, like, our families to really have the space to have your own space, your own room, right? Like, we live in these households that have multiple families in it, right? And the American dream is one day, like, we're able to purchase property and something that we can pass on to our generations, so we can create generational wealth.
Yes, sir.
And
Yes,
it's the
sir.
fastest pathway to creating generational wealth,
Go
right?
Sox.
And unfortunately, like, you know, this is a topic that we don't really talk about when it comes to, like, home ownership and how vital and important it is for us as a community, really, to support each other when it comes to those goals. Because let me talk about something that nobody really talks about, because I've been able to spend a lot of time with different real estate agents and just doing some of that work, right? In other communities, like in the Asian community,
Yes.
they're really quick to tell you that I only work with Asian realtors.
Yep.
In black communities, they're like, I'm only working with black realtors.
Yeah, keep the money in house.
In white communities, they don't tell you that, but that's what they insinuate, right?
Yes,
That's
sir.
facts.
And we're, as raza, as Latinos, we work with everybody else but us. We have a trust problem when it comes to, like, other Latinos in our finances, because we don't want to show you how much we make.
Straight up.
We don't want to give you all those documentation.
Hey, you
we
gonna ask
don't-
me for $20 later.
Yeah, exactly. They're gonna ask you for money later, right? But it's like we don't support our own.
Yeah.
And it's incredibly vital, right, for us to, like, have ownership. Because I was talking to this with Doughboy the other day, right? Like, the average dollar bill in the Latino community only circulates in our community for, like, an average of 10 days. Because we don't have ownership in anything.
Yeah.
We don't own businesses. We don't own real estate. We don't own the building, because we're renting the buildings from somebody else.
Yep.
We're renting the restaurant from somebody else. We're renting the house from somebody else, right?
Mhm.
And we don't own any of it.
Yeah.
And especially for the new generation coming up, right? Like, and having that conversation with your parents and be like, look, like, if you're fortunate enough to have your parents and you're fortunate enough for your parents to put you in a position to be successful, you guys need to be having that conversation on like how can we continue to grow our generational wealth, and how do we get involved in owning real estate? Because guess what? They're not. That's the one thing they're not making more of, and that's land.
Yes, sir.
That is something that is super vital.
Don't say that shit to a flat earther though, dog. Shit.
We'll be up here for hours, G.
Yeah, they're gonna be like the ice wall. It's more land, fool. Go rent it out.
No, but that, I mean, I think what you said, like, it comes down at the end of the day to supporting each other, bro. Like, you know, if I'm not mistaken, what I've heard that is very common in a lot of Asian communities is like, let's say like us four of us were brothers, right? And we buy a pad. You got your own family, you got your own family, you got your family, and I got my family. We're all living under the same roof, but we're working at it to where it's like, all right, we're gonna help Ronnie buy his
Gonna
first
pour
property
funds,
first.
pour funds.
You know?
Yep.
So we're gonna help Ronnie get his
Straight
property
up.
first.
Buy the
Ronnie
house
gets his
next door,
property. Yeah. So now Ronnie moves out. He's got his property. So now Ronnie's helping me and you help Frank get his property.
Yep.
You know. So now Frank's got his property, and now they're helping me and you get my property, and now we're helping you. You know. And I feel like that's something that we don't really practice a lot. And for Raza, it'll be like if we were four fucking Mexican brothers, it'd be like, why that fool gotta get it first? The husband.
See it
You
straight
know,
up,
like,
man.
fuck, fool. Like I make more money.
Yeah.
Like why can't I get it first?
Crabs in a barrel.
You
man.
know, it's like, why does that fool have to get it first? I got 4 kids. He only got 1. Fool, why does he get it first?
Yeah.
You know, it's like there would be too many fucking things I felt like that would go into it until we finally sat down and we're like, okay, let's figure it out. But by the time we sat down and figured it out, it's fucking 2-3 years later. Fucking property values are out the roof. You know, it's a lot different. So, you know, like you said, it comes down to the way we support each other, bro. And that like mentality's just gotta change, dog.
Yeah.
It's hard, fool. It's hard to. We can't just keep being our biggest enemy, dog.
Well, you know what's crazy, man? So before I got into cannabis, we were doing a lot of real estate, right? I've been doing or construction. I've been doing construction since I was about 14, 15 years old, right? One thing I realized, 2 things, but one thing I realized, especially when it comes to foreign people, like especially Asian cats, Israeli cats, when you see Israeli people, when they come over here, they look at a section they want to move to. And the next thing you know, everybody they know, they start buying in that area as well. They set up private schools in that area. They have their own ambulances that will come pick them up. Like, they don't just move to, I don't know, Woodland Hills because it was a good idea. They moved there because they were looking at the real estate and they're like, hey, you know what? We can bring my cousin here next year. We can bring my aunt here this year, this, that. We'll have about 4 or 5 houses in this neighborhood, and then we'll just expand, you know?
Yep.
So then you end up creating an actual community inside of these communities themselves where you can support each other. If I do, you know, my cousin right here is going to do windows, I'm going to do drywall, I'm going to do, you know, concrete, whatever. And the next thing you know, we're going to form an entire construction company where it's just us in-house collecting all the bread. The other thing that I heard was this actual lady, she was talking about generational wealth as well. And her idea was actually pretty smart. She was like, in her family, what they don't do is, like, let's say, like you're saying with your example, right? 4 of us are brothers, right? I make enough bread because of my job where I can now move out of our house and I can go get myself an apartment. But I'm not going to do that until all 3 of you have enough to move out into your own apartment as well. It doesn't matter if I have the bread to go get my own. I'm not going to do that because that's going to leave y'all with way more in bills to pay now, right? So before I move out, I'm going to be like, all right, I'm good. I'm going to secure this bag. Let me put this away. Hey, where are you at now? All right, let's figure out how we can make some more bread on you. Maybe we do some side jobs, whatever. Get your bread right. Once you stack that up, your bread, and then from there we'll just move out. Maybe we build this crib up, flip it, etc. But they actually have like really intentional ways of what they're gonna do with their money before they worry about spending it on themselves or figuring out their own shit. You know, I think that's
Straight up,
Yeah.
dog.
and dude,
Yeah.
generational wealth, man. If you're not fucking with the trust, good luck.
Yeah, and that's what it's all about, dog. Generational wealth. You know, it's not about making enough money to provide for yourself now. Cause I mean, what really does that do for your legacy, bro? Or, you know, for if eventually you want kids or whatever it is, like, what the fuck? Like, you can't just think about the now. You know what?
Yeah.
You never know what something happens to you. Now you got baby moms with 2 kids and they don't got worth the shit. You know,
Baby mama
It's
got
just
an
a lot of
attitude.
shit that we gotta. What happened?
Oh, my bad. I said baby mama gonna have an attitude.
She's gonna be mad that you died. Fool. Just
I know. Bring your
Fool
ass
died,
back.
fuck.
Fucking
Son,
lame ass
fucking
fool
died.
died, bro. I never liked his ankle
Papa
socks.
was a punk.
Bug.
I knew he was scared.
Yeah, fool could only do 2 burpees. That's why you died, dog.
Nah, yeah, man. These are important conversations, though, man. When it comes to us now being the majority, right? Us having the consumer power, right? How we spend our dollars. These are things that need to change, man, especially for us, so that we can start to get out of the trenches. Because the trenches is not it, man. I don't want to be in the trenches forever, dog.
Facts, dog. Facts. You know, we gotta get on some Griselda Blanco shit, fool, and
For
fucking
real.
get the
Oh,
fuck up
yeah.
out the trenches.
Straight up,
Boy.
straight up. Hey, you been watching that?
I haven't started it, fool, but my parents said it was. They started watching it. They said it was pretty good, but I've gotten like mixed reviews. Some people are like, "Damn, that shit's dope." Some people are like, "It's whack." I know her son is mad because
He didn't get a bag.
no, he's mad because she said
Damn.
that they didn't portray her as beautiful as she was, and they got Sofia Vergara
Nah,
playing
dog.
that.
Nah,
Hey,
he
I-
tripping,
playing
he
fucking
tripping, he
Griselda.
tripping.
I ain't gonna lie though, bro. She don't look like Sophia.
No, but, I mean Sofia Vergara look way more pretty in my opinion. I
Yeah,
mean,
but in
with all
in
due
that
respect.
show,
Yeah, with
yeah,
all
due-
yeah,
with all
with
due
all due
respect,
respect,
with
yeah,
all due
yeah,
respect.
my fault. No, but like Sophia at first, I was quite like, is this her? Because I didn't know it was Sophia doing the show. It doesn't
Yeah.
look exactly like her. You know, they did some makeup. She looked a little different, but
no, it doesn't look exactly like her at all. I mean, but have you guys seen it? Have you guys started it? What's your guys' opinion on it so far? What's your opinion? I know you said no, but
I'm a huge fan of her story, right? Like
Yeah.
I love documentaries, so like if anybody out there seen Cocaine Cowboys,
yes,
like,
sir.
that's
Hell yeah.
really her
Nina,
story,
Arkansas.
right? That was kind of like the first time you really saw like her story like on like
Mhm.
the big screen.
yeah,
And oh man, I love like just kind of diving in. You know, I got hooked on that documentary. They did a second one, and I just kind of really read up about her, right? And like, yo, she was ruthless.
Hell yeah.
And
yeah, fool.
the biggest issue I had, like, first of all, shout out to Sophia, gorgeous, beautiful, talented.
Big shout out.
You know, Raza supporting, Latinos supporting other Latinos, right? But it, knowing it's like reading the book first and then watching the movie, right?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
the book is always better than the movie.
Yeah.
And that's kind of how it was with the story. Like they added some like Hollywood, makeup and all that, right? But like everybody knows the truth. Like, Griselda was a thug. Griselda was a killer.
Yeah. Demon time.
And in the Netflix series, they kind of humanize her, right? And they gave her kind of that soft touch. And I'm like, nah, like she was not like that.
Hell.
Yeah.
Not from what every single interview you see and all the situations that you see, like you see that, like Griselda was, well, there's a famous quote, right? They're talking about that Pablo Escobar said, "I'm only afraid of one man." And that man happens to be a woman, and her name is Griselda Blanco. And that just goes to show you that, like, how ruthless she was.
Yeah.
And, in the series, they kind of made her a little sweet.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and then a lot of stuff kind of jumped around. Like, I felt like it should have been a little longer. They should have really told her story properly. But, shout out to Sophia, Latinos, getting, head roles in film, right? Which it really doesn't happen in entertainment, right? Like, we're underrepresented there, so I want to shout her out. But, I'll give it like a solid 6.
Okay, so put the like knowing the real story, all that aside, like on a like just appreciating like whether it's the production and all that, like would it change your answer from a 6? Like saying you don't know, like let's say this is your first time ever hearing about Griselda Blanco and you watch this.
Well, I would compare it to another like female-led narco show that I love. If you guys have ever seen Queen of the South,
Reina del Sur.
La Reina del Sur,
My bad.
the Queen of the South, the Queen of the South is incredibly done, right? That's 5 seasons. It's incredibly done. Like the acting's amazing, right? Like it's obviously a fabricated story, but I kind of had that like female to female kind of contrast.
You had
And-
something to compare it to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I felt like, Sophia did her thing, but like, I still wanted more. Like I felt like she could have just dove in a little deeper, but
Okay.
it was cool.
The street philosopher said that's your competition, fool. He said, and I agree with him.
Damn.
The casting was bad on the show right now.
Yeah.
On her film, the casting wasn't that great.
Hey, but I need to see this fool socks first.
So
Nah.
who's the real
Yeah.
philosopher?
Yeah,
right
let
here?
me
That's-
see your
The
socks. dog.
street philosopher, my boy.
So the casting wasn't done right. So you think it shouldn't have been Sofia Vergara playing Griselda Blanco. Nah.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I think I could see that. Like I haven't seen the show yet, but I could see why that would be a popular opinion because I mean, I don't like you look at Sofia Vergara. I wouldn't think of like some fucking notorious thug, fucking killing
I think
machine,
fucking Modern
coke
Family
dealing,
or
killing
something,
machine.
dog.
Dog. Exactly, fool. Like you know, you would like think exactly. You wouldn't really think that. You would think about like somebody who's just maybe more preppy and just really fucking not out there like
Gorgeous and
trying to
soft, feminine.
there you go. Very,
Yeah.
very, very feminine, you know. And you think of Griselda and you think of like, fuck, like 50 Cent could have played Griselda, dog.
Damn.
Well, yeah, fool, I'm talking about like somebody who looks like fucking gangster and, like out here fucking.
West Side Gun should have played her. G.
Straight up, straight up.
I got a question for you though, Doughboy. Who would you cast it?
That's what I was gonna ask.
Who do you think could have played
Yeah.
Griselda?
The lady that killed Selena in the movie Selena.
Oh shit! Straight up, straight up.
Oh,
Her little twinsy
That's
too.
who I would have casted. G.
Yeah, straight up.
I-
Bring
you
her
know,
back.
she looked like she could have been mean mugging it through the show and shit. Like I don't know, she just
All doñad out, just
Straight
yeah,
up.
fool.
Straight up.
Fuck.
Hey, stop
you
talking
know?
about that Selena shit, fool. All mad at the cast.
Damn.
What about you?
That's what I would have casted.
This who
Who's
you would've
that?
casted?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
Yeah, low key, yeah.
Okay, she's dope.
yeah.
She's dope.
Yeah, she is dope.
She would have killed
She would
it.
have.
killed it.
Yeah, she would have.
1000%.
Yeah, see, it had to,
Like-
it had to be somebody like who comes from the hood, dog, and like
Facts.
can really
Yeah.
get into that character, fool. And
Yeah.
yeah, like somebody who actually looks
Fucking-
a lot more like
fucking gritty,
Griselda, you
yeah.
know, like
straight up.
Like,
Grady.
like to answer like Michael Corleone, right? Which he got upset that his Sophia didn't represent how beautiful his mom wanted to be, right? Or how beautiful she was, right? Like who do you want? Like somebody like Becky G to play play Griselda? Like facts, like
yeah, you couldn't do something like that either, you know.
Leave it
just-
to
doesn't look
Hollywood to
proper.
just whitewash the history. Dog.
Straight up.
Water
Well,
it down, G.
And I mean, full disclaimer though, they do say that it's not an entire true story. They do say it's a mix and whatnot. But like, how do you tell that story when you don't really
You tell like Narcos.
Narcos.
straight up? But
Yeah,
but that's the thing. Those
Narcos was
a lot of those they're not like a direct story on one individual person. There's a lot more freedom to be creative and to really get on. I mean, fuck, dude, look at American Me. Oh, fools got bodies caught on them over that movie, right? Like you got to be real careful when you're telling a very specific story. People don't like you making them look some type of way, or it's a little different the way you tiptoe around that, the way you would tiptoe around like a Narcos or something else. I feel like you have a little more freedom to get a little more crazy and wild.
Yeah, because like he said, Narcos, and then even the Narcos was it Narcos Mexico? Was that what it was called?
Yeah, that was hard.
That was
The Chapo
hard.
version?
That was the
Like,
one.
Fool,
Yeah.
like I never seen nobody complain nothing about that. Like everybody was like, you know what, that sounds pretty spot on. That's pretty spot
Yeah,
on. And like
yeah.
the actors that they casted, everybody was just on point, dog.
It would be like getting Benjamin Pratt to play fucking Chapo fool.
Damn.
Yeah,
Yeah, straight up.
Yeah, that's
straight
true.
up. Yeah.
Damn, that's
but
true.
I would still watch it. It's a good show.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
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 Regardless, it's
No, yeah, I'm gonna check it out definitely, and I'll probably have my opinion next week. Or how long is it?
It's like one season.
Yeah.
It's like nine episodes.
Oh yeah, I could have an opinion by next week for sure.
Yeah.
I
Smoke
can
a
have an
blunt
opinion.
full and you watch the whole series.
I'll watch
up,
like 3
yeah.
episodes in one night if I smoke.
Yes,
Nah, but damn, that's crazy that she's even got her own show. Shout out to, I mean, I don't want to say shout out to everything she did, 'cause that sounds kind of gacho, but shout out her influence, dog. Fuck, I mean, look at, we got a whole rap group called Griselda, fool.
Straight up.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, but hey, man, appreciate you boys for coming through again.
Sir,
Dog,
sir.
fucking, get used to seeing these boys here every
Puro
Wednesday,
carnalismo, homie.
and the
Yes.
philosopher as well.
Philosopher.
Shit,
Shout
but
out,
go
shout
ahead.
out to AC. Shout out to American
Oh,
Cholo.
yes,
You
sir.
already know,
Man.
triple OG
Shout
right
out to
there.
AC, man.
Oh, sure.
But this is another episode of What's the Word on Wednesdays. Appreciate everybody who tapped in. Be looking forward to more episodes with my boys right here. Anything you guys want to say before we close this episode out?
Man, shout out to Strength Cartel, the homie Big Boy, for the sponsorship.
Gotta
Shout
get
out
him up here with Gil, man.
Fuck the Niners, homie.
There we go, baby. Fuck the Niners, boy.
I guess shout out to you too, bro, and good looking having me here too. And keep your drama low and your socks high.
Yes,
You know
sir.
what I'm saying?
All right, well, till next week, it's the realest fucking platform on YouTube, American Cholo. Shout out my boy AC in the building. We'll catch y'all next week,
Se la
man.
lavan, homies.